Good evening. Sorry for the delay. I would like to call the March 12th work session to order, 7:06 p.m. Welcome, everyone. Please join me in a moment of silence. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Superintendent Fury, I believe we have some special recognitions.
We do indeed. Tonight, we have several high school students in attendance who are deserving of recognition for their recent accomplishments at the 2019 Griffin-Risa Regional Science Fair. As in previous years, Newton County School System students blew away the competition at the Regional Science Fair. In fact, we had so many middle and high school students win awards at the regional competition that we've had to separate them into two meetings to accommodate them. Tonight, we are recognizing all of our high school students who won awards at the Griffin-Risa Regional Science Fair. Students, when I call your name, please come forward to accept your certificate of recognition from our school board chair, Mrs. Shaquila Henderson Baker. Sarah Schleter. Sarah is a junior at Eastside High School, and she is one of the most accomplished science fair participants in our school system's history. Sarah didn't just win first place honors in the biomedical and health sciences category at the Regional Science Fair. She also became only the second Newton County School System student to ever win the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair Award. The prestigious award includes an all-expense paid trip to the International Science Fair, where she will compete with approximately 1,800 high school students from more than 75 countries for an average of $4 million in awards. Sarah also won the University of Georgia Griffin Campus Award and the, Regernon Award for her project. The effects of cell-to-cell crosstalk on glucose-stimulated insulin secretion. Oh my goodness. The effects of cell-to-cell crosstalk on glucose-stimulated insulin secretion. She will now compete in both the Georgia Science and Engineering Fair and the Intel International Science and Engineering Fair with her project. Congratulations, Sarah, on a job well done. And what sounds like sounds like a very detailed and involved science experiment, congratulations, that's quite an accomplishment. Sam Dage. Sam is a junior at Alcovey High School and the Newton College and Career Academy STEM Institute, and he won first place in the materials science category at the Regional Science Fair with his project, Acid Rain Solutions. Sam's project also won the AMS Materials Award. As a result of his first place win, Sam will now compete at the Georgia Science and Engineering Fair. Congratulations, Sam. Logan Dobar. Logan is a sophomore at Alcovey High School and the Newton College and Career Academy STEM Institute, and he won first place in the chemical and energy category with his project, Hydrogen Fuel Cells. Logan will now compete at the Georgia Science and Engineering Fair. Congratulations, Logan. Sydney Mueller. Sydney is a junior at Eastside High School, and she won first place in the microbiology category with her project, Ineffective Biological Pathways in DNA. Sydney will now move on to the Georgia Science and Engineering Fair with her project. Congratulations, Sydney. Zachary Moore and Jared Seals. Zachary and Jared are both juniors at Eastside High School and the Newton College and Career Academy STEM Institute, and they teamed up to win first place in the engineering mechanics category with their project, The Next Gen. As a result of their win, they have received an invitation to compete in the Georgia Science and Engineering Fair. Congratulations, Zachary and Jared. Ayana, whoops, go ahead there. Ayana Clark. Ayana is a sophomore at Newton High School and the Newton College and Career Academy, and she earned second place honors in the material science category with her project, Assistive Technology for Elderly and Disabled Individuals. Congratulations to Ayana. Zoe Mayo. Zoe is a sophomore at the Academy of Liberal Arts at Newton High School, and she won second place honors in the Biomedical and Health Sciences category with her project, Substrate Breakdown. Congratulations, Zoe. Van Nipper. Van is a sophomore at Eastside High School and the Newton College and Career Academy STEM Institute, and he won second place honors in the Engineering Mechanics category with his project, Wi-Fi, an Unstoppable Force. Congratulations, Van. Victoria Bailey and Caden Newman. Victoria and Caden are both sophomores at Eastside High School, and they teamed up to win third place in the Behavioral and Social Sciences category with their project, In Living Color, How the Different Wavelengths of Life Affect Circadian Rhythm. Congratulations, Victoria and Caden. Miranda Brown and Renesia Davis. Miranda and Renesia are both sophomores at the Academy of Liberal Arts at Newton High School, and they teamed up to win third place in the chemical energy category with their project, Solar Panel USB Phone Charger. Congratulations, Miranda and Renesia. Russell Danilchuk and Ken Wynn. Russell is a sophomore at Newton High School and the STEM Institute, and Ken is a sophomore at Eastside High School and the STEM Institute, and they teamed up to win third place in the environmental engineering category with their project, Fire from Above. Congratulations to Russell and Ken. Before I move on, I was trying to, when we were talking about Sarah, and I came across the word, I was trying to make it a French word. It's Regeneron Award, so just for clarification there. I'd like to take this opportunity to congratulate all of our regional science fair winners on a fantastic job. They truly represented their schools and our school system extremely well. I know our first place winners who are competing in the Georgia Science and Engineering Fair and even the Intel International Science Fair will be fantastic representatives for the Newton County school system, and we wish you all the very best of luck. At this time, I'd like to also recognize all of our high school administrators who are here to support their students. Thank you all for being here this evening, and teachers as well. Thank you for being here. We know for sure, along with the hard work of all the students who you see here this evening, the support and direction from their teachers and their school leaders is also very important to their success. So thank you all. Ms. Henderson-Baker, this concludes our recognition this evening.
Thank you. I'd like to congratulate the students again. You guys had some really impressive topics. Probably half of the subjects I had no idea what they were. So you guys are definitely a step ahead of the game in terms of succeeding in the future because you're succeeding now. I also like to thank the parents and the family members and siblings for coming out. Would you guys please stand and be celebrated as well? You guys are their support system, their main fans, so you definitely deserve a hand clap of praise. So thank you for all that you do for the students that are in our school system. Thank you for what you do for your children. And again, congratulations, you guys. Now we come to a part in our agenda where if you would like to leave, you may. If you would like to stay, we would love to have you. So it's completely up to you. So I'll give you a few seconds to decide, and we'll carry on about our business.
Congratulations again.
I need to make sure you got my message. Okay. So we'll go ahead and continue. I need a motion to approve the agenda. Okay, it's been moved by Ms. Coggan. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion? Having none, all in favor, aye. Aye. Any opposed? Okay. May I have a motion to approve the minutes?
So moved.
Okay, it's been moved by Mr. Turner. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Coggan. Any discussion? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay, thank you. Superintendent's reports?
Good evening.
Good evening.
In the financial report, the school system's East Blost 4 distribution for January was $1,086,618. The average for the first 48 months of East Blost 4 collections was $966,083. Item 2, the title ad valorem collection for January was $52,957. And finally, expenditures are within budget at 63.59% expended, with 66.67% of the year complete. And Madam Chair, that concludes the financial report.
Okay. Do you have any questions on item A? You may continue, Dr. Barr. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Roundtree.
It's okay. Good evening. I am here to present the strategic plan report. I am going to begin with the superintendent's report. The first item that we have is the student achievement and success. I want to call your attention to the first 4 items because they highlight student success as it relates to the various competitions. I will read item number 5. The Newton County School System is reviewing materials for an upcoming middle and high school social studies and mathematics textbook adoption and would like stakeholder input. Parents and teachers may view the materials at each of the middle and high schools and at the Newton County School System Board office during normal business hours. Under high-quality workforce, on Saturday, February 23, 2019, the Human Resources staff conducted a district-wide job fair at Newton High School. The job fair took place from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m., and 102 individuals attended to meet with principals and interview for teaching positions for the 2019-2020 school year. 17 candidates were offered contracts on site and accepted positions with the school system. They were each given a school system mug filled with candy to commemorate being hired and signing a contract at the job fair. Culture, climate, and communication. The Newton County School System is committed to providing high-quality customer service to the students, staff, and families in the community. In reviewing the customer service practices in Newton County School System, the American Association of School Customer Service has identified the district as friendly, helpful, and genuinely concerned about customers. Everyone looks forward to the continued efforts of being the best. And finally, under organizational and operational effectiveness, the school system, in conjunction with the sheriff's office, participated in an active shooter drill on Friday, February 15th at Veterans Memorial Middle School. Approximately 100 volunteers played the parts of students, teachers, and school staff. After the event, police, fire, medical, and school system personnel met to debrief and discuss the findings. The results will be utilized to strengthen the current safety plan. And that concludes that portion of the strategic plan report.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Roundtree. You want to go ahead with item 1 up under?
Yes, this is an update about the use of the Extended Learning Opportunity Funds, and you may recall that at your December 18, 2018 meeting, you approved $200,000 in mid-year budget amendments for Extended Learning Opportunity funding. These funds are being used to provide additional instructional programming and academic support to students. All schools were given the opportunity to submit plans for how administrators and instructional faculty and staff would use the funds to increase student achievement. According to the plans, instructional support programs have been planned with a variety of delivery models: after-school programs, Saturday programs, and in-school academic intervention times. Schools are using the funds to pay teachers and paraprofessionals to work in the program's off-contract time to teach and tutor students, to purchase supplemental instructional materials, including educational computer software, to provide transportation, and to purchase snacks for the student participants. Funds are being used by East Newton, Fairview, Flint Hill, Herd Mixon, Live Oak, Livingston, Mansfield, Middle Ridge, Porterdale, Rocky Plains, South Salem, the Newton County Theme School, and West Newton Elementary Schools, Cousins, Clements, Indian Creek, Liberty, and Veterans Memorial Middle Schools, and Alcovey, Eastside, and Newton High Schools. Indeed, these extended learning opportunity funds provide a direct impact to students who demonstrate a need for additional academic support.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Roundtree. Are there any questions for Mr. Roundtree? Okay, are you going to be doing enrollment for us?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Currently, there are, well, as of March 5th, 2019, we have enrolled in the school system 19,729 students. This is 73 more students than this time last year.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Roundtree. Any questions on enrollment? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Okay, old business. We have one item up under old business that is an action item. It is an item that we moved to committee at our last meeting. The committee has met. Dr. Barr sent us the findings. Dr. Barr, are you ready to present?
Yes, ma'am. As you mentioned in item A, the superintendent recommends the school board needed for the school system be purchased from Daktronics of Brookings, South Dakota. The total price for the school board solution is $199,990. And as you said, we have responded to the board's questions, and we also met with a stakeholder group who supported us moving forward with this purchase.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Barr, for your thoroughness on this. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, it's been motioned by Mr. Turner, second by Mr. Bailey. Is there additional discussion?
One comment. You responded to my previous question about security, and you made a simple sentence that security is taken, but any method how you gonna secure the equipment?
And so, yes,
Will you share them?
sure, I can.
Share it,
Yeah,
Because then somebody
Yes.
know where
Right,
it's
there
at.
we go.
what
Yeah.
we're, so,
Somebody who's looking for some equipment will know where to go to find it.
It's in storage closet B, next to,
Well, I understand, but I'm disappointed that's why I asked the question,
right.
so that I could be shared with the information. Now we want to postpone it or whatever. I'm disappointed, but okay.
I think Dr. Barr is going to share it with you, just not in open discussion. Because if somebody was looking for some equipment, trying to create a business, they would know where to go.
Ms. Baker, I understand what you're saying, but you're not understanding the purpose, why I asked the question
Okay,
2 or 3 weeks ago. You're
Okay.
still to get that, and that was to share that information with me, and it's not.
okay, okay. Dr. Barr, will you share that today with him, please?
Yes, I'll take
Thank you.
care of it. Yep.
Okay, any other discussion? Okay, I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, 5-0. Thank you, Dr. Barr.
Yes, ma'am.
New business, item A.
In item A, the superintendent recommends the purchase of 107 acres of property as described in Exhibit A, which you have for your review. The purchase price is outlined there in the memo. This relates to Strategic Goal Area 4, Organizational and Operational Effectiveness. And the rationale is the property is required for a replacement high school facility. At the time of closing, sellers shall furnish a marketable title to the property. And the funding source for this is bond proceeds. And that is item A for your consideration and action this evening.
Okay, so we have heard Dr. Barr. Item A is an action item. May I have a motion to move it forward, please?
So moved.
It's been moved by Mr. Turner. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Ms. Coggan. Floor is open for discussion. Any discussion?
Yes, I have a comment. I see embedded in the body of the recommendation is that we have a purchase price of, I misplaced it,
$6,800 per acre.
$68. Thank you. But along with that price, it is our long-standing practice when we have an open business for the board that we have competitive pricing. And this project has no competitive pricing to it. This is probably one of the most expensive items that we will be expending for this school system in many years to come. And we should demonstrate to our taxpayers that we are best handling this fund by engaging a competitive process. Therefore, I cannot support this recommendation from the superintendent.
Just in brief response, an appraisal was done on the property which takes comparables in the area, like land, to make sure that the board is paying the,
Can't hear you.
what price is driven by the market. An appraisal was done, and so that gives you comparable land to get an idea, to make sure that the board is not paying more than necessary, whatever the market should demand.
Well, I have, that information hasn't been shared with me. Maybe the other
Okay.
board members got it, I don't.
Okay.
And I'm asked to vote on it.
Right. And the board attorney has done that work, and the appraisal has been to make sure that work, to make sure the purchase price is in line with other market properties,
Well,
other
I hate to be
properties,
redundant,
similar
But
properties.
you're asking me to vote. And I'm not going to vote unless I have that information to
Okay.
make sure that I'm doing what I'm obligated to do.
That's fine, Mr. Johnson. We do have the board attorney here. We also want to be mindful when you say to be accountable to the taxpayers, that up under the Open Meeting Act of the State of Georgia, OCGA 50-14-34, the future acquisition of real estate is not to be discussed in public. So the discussions that we did have, we had in executive session by law. Any other discussion? Okay, I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Excuse me, I have another discussion. Yes, we did discuss executive session. And we did not discuss in executive session my comment that we don't have competitive pricing. Share it to me in executive order. Thank you, I'm through.
I cannot share anything that was discussed in executive session by law.
Then why this board is voting on it and recommending it, Ms. Fury?
Because you have to bring it to the public for a vote. However, when we're talking about the purchase of property, that is to be done in executive session. We did that with the attorney. We did that with Dr. Barr. So it's now time for the vote. You have already acknowledged that you're going to vote for no. You're going to vote no. That's fine. So I'm going to call for the vote again.
Excuse me again, Ms. Fury. The public should know that we do not have competitive pricing for this project. That has nothing to do with executive session.
We have an appraisal. Go ahead, Mr. Johnson.
I think what Mr. Johnson is referring to is a lot of purchases that we make where we get bids, and this is somewhat different than purchasing vehicles or things of this nature. We have the attorney who in fact works for the board and ensure that we get the best price that we can get for property. So I think we've done everything in order and according to our past policies in purchasing property.
Mr. Turner, I respectfully disagree with you. Again, I'll repeat it, and I hope you understand. We do not have competitive pricing for this project. And that's what I'm saying. Whatever functions that the attorney handled, he did not deliver competitive pricing. Now, if you show me one price, I'll close my mouth.
I'd like to ask a question. Is it best practices to take an appraisal and get your fair market price from that appraisal?
That is the practice. That's
Right.
correct. Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks. And we've got that appraisal.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Right.
I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed?
Aye.
4-1. Thank you, Dr. Barr.
Yes, ma'am.
Item B,
In item B, the superintendent recommends the identified items be declared surplus and disposed of per board policy. And that concludes item B.
okay. Any questions with item B? Item C,
Good evening, everyone.
good evening.
Item C is requested board action relative to purchase of student agendas. The recommendation, the superintendent recommends the student agendas, which are needed for the school system, be purchased from School Date Books Incorporated of Lafayette, Indiana. The total cost of this purchase will be $58,425. The rationale, the school system needs to purchase student agendas for the upcoming 1920 school year. The agendas will be in a 6.625 inch by 9 inch spiral bound format and contain calendar and resource pages, the district handbook, as well as school information. The agendas will be acquired from School Date Books Incorporated, subsidiary of SDI Innovations. The school system will utilize a contract managed by National Buy Board, a national purchasing cooperative established in part by the National School Boards Association to purchase the agendas. This relates to Strategic Goal Area 1, Student Achievement and Success, and the funding source will be general funds for FY20.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Berry. Any questions on item C? Okay, item D,
Good evening again. The superintendent recommends policy IHE be adopted as revised. Background, the school district's strategic waiver plan allows flexibility in the promotion and retention policy. The revision to policy IHE updates the language to make it consistent with the district's strategic waiver plan. You have before you then the policy in its current form, and the parts that we're asking for revision have been, is in red with the line through it, and then the new verbiage is written there in blue.
okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, did you all, rather than reading through the entire policy, I just referenced the parts that we're wanting to change.
Okay,
Okay?
that's fine.
All right. Are there
Any
any
questions for Mr. Roundtree? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Item E,
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the board.
good evening.
Item E for your consideration tonight. The superintendent recommends the contract for painting services at select schools be awarded to A&D Painting Incorporated of Tucker, Georgia. The contract value is $96,900. Invitation for bids for a contract for painting services at select schools was opened February 26, 2019. The schools include Live Oak Elementary and Porterdale Elementary School. The project consists of painting in both the interior and exterior of the buildings, including the gymnasiums, as well as pressure washing exterior building surfaces, including canopies, columns, sidewalks. Upon approval, the project is scheduled to begin May 30th and be complete before school starts in August of 2019. 4 vendors participate in the solicitation process. The table is with detailed breakdown is there for your review. Upon evaluation, it was determined to be in the best interest of the school system to award the contract to A&D Painting Incorporated, as they provided the lowest overall cost.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Garrett. Anybody have questions?
Yeah, comment. Mr. Garrett, I appreciate you taking the time to get competitive pricing on this. Very good, thank you.
I've got a question. Where's the Porterdale Elementary School alternate?
So we have traditionally, or the past few years, we've been painting common areas only in the schools. In Porterdale, we're going to try to go ahead and do the classrooms as well. It's such a
Okay.
small area. So
Okay,
the
I
alternate
just-
was the classrooms.
Realized I had forgotten to ask that and wondered what the alternate meant.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Item F.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
The superintendent recommends approval of personnel items as outlined in executive session.
Okay, item F has presented before us. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Any discussion?
Just where we were, okay. Yes, I have discussion.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd like for somebody else to go first.
Okay,
I need to recuse myself on number 793.
okay,
Yep, now I know how to say it. I'd like to recuse myself on 262.
okay.
I'd like to recuse myself on item 984 and 1080.
Okay,
I would like to recuse myself on 997.
okay. So I have 793 for Ms. Coggan, 262 for Mr. Bailey, 984 and 1080 for Mr. Turner, and 997 for Mr. Johnson. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Other matters of interest? Thank you, Ms. Saunders.
I've got one.
Yes.
I would just like to say the Proposity app, phenomenal. I've already gone on and been able to help a student, and I just think it's wonderful that my donation will go straight to somebody that I know that really needs it in our school systems. So thank y'all, staff, for organizing that for us. Thank you.
Very good.
That's actually something that's on my.
Mine too.
Sorry.
I know mine too.
Yeah, we actually exceeded our original target in less than a week of 750 users, but we need lots and lots of other people to sign up for the Proposity app. Go to Proposity and download it from Google Play or from the App Store with iTunes, and sign up and see the needs of our children in our school system. And if you feel that you can, definitely support our children.
Just as a note, the Google Store, sometimes that download's not working just right, but they've got a ticket and they're working through it and they're trying to sort it out. But yeah, there's some people in the community that's their
Trying to get
platform.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so keep trying.
Keep trying,
Yeah.
absolutely. We need everybody, and you don't have to be local to participate. If you have family and friends all over the country, all over the world, share it with them, and then they can download the app and then sign up, and they'll get a weekly report of the needs of our students in our school system, and then if they so choose, they can choose to support our students by paying for whatever that might be. And an example might be a student might need a raincoat or a pair of shoes or a calculator, things that they just are doing without, that I think we can, teachers often go into their pockets to support students, and so this just gives our community an opportunity to help kids who we serve in our classrooms. So may I say one more thing? Also, we are in the throes of our advanced ed re-accreditation process. It started Sunday evening, and Monday, they spent the day at the board office in the morning, and then visited one of our high schools, Newton High School, Monday afternoon, and then today they spent the morning in 3 schools, I think Eastside, Flint Hill, and Fairview, and then in the afternoon, they went to Liberty, Veterans, and the College and Career Academy. And they spend the day identifying the things that we say we're doing, and interviewing students and teachers and school leaders and leadership teams to determine perhaps what areas we can grow, and then where we're doing very well. And they will conclude their visit tomorrow. It takes a Herculean effort to organize all of this. And so I'd like to thank Dr. Thomas for about a year, 18 months, 24 months now, has been working to organize the event, and then spent the last couple of weeks working with the evaluator, the lead evaluator on the team, and working out all the details. And then thanks to all of our team members who spend weeks and months and days uploading documentation to support all the efforts that we put forth for our students. And there is not a doubt in my mind that when those 6 folks who are visiting our school system walk away, they will be different, having seen the great things that go on in our school system. So I'm really grateful and proud of all the hard work of our team. It's been fantastic.
Absolutely. Any other
Kudos.
matters of interest? No one? Okay. Having none, can I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Moved by Ms. Coggins, second by Mr. Turner. Oh, and prior to the adjournment, I'm sorry, I forgot to recognize, so before I call for the question, I forgot to recognize anybody here from Leadership Newton. We've been having some of them come through lately, so thank you for being here. Okay, now call for the vote. All in favor? Any opposed? 7:43 adjournment. Thank you.
So Dr. Thomas